A South Dakota man continues to be a voice for his adopted country of Ukraine. In the mid-90s, Brian Bonner moved to Ukraine to be the editor of the Kyiv Post newspaper. For years, he ran the English language newspaper and was a mentor to many young journalists. He still lives in the war-torn country, and in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Tom Hansen gives us an update on how the battle for freedom is going and what Bonner is doing now that the newspaper is no more.
Brian Bonner knew he wanted to be a journalist when he was 8 years old. After graduating from Mitchell High School, he was editor of the campus newspapers at USD and the University of Minnesota. He then went on to work as a reporter at the St. Paul Pioneer Press for many years.
And it was through a University of Minnesota contact that I got to Ukraine for the first time in 1996. And that was a dynamic, life-changing experience.
Bonner was fascinated with this emerging democracy and would eventually become editor of the Kyiv Post newspaper. It was an independent source of English language news. In 2014, Bonner and his staff were awarded the Missouri Honor Medal for the courageous reporting on the battles with Russia and corruption in the Moscow-backed government at the time. Unfortunately, in 2021, the paper was sold.
I do miss the newspaper. They killed the print edition when I left the Kyiv Post, when we all got fired from the Kyiv Post. But I look around and I see that, there's so many of my proteges, people I used to supervise. They've gone on to do so many great things. They're working for Reuters, they're working for Bloomberg, they're working for the Wall Street Journal. They're all over the place.
When Russia attacked, Bonner thought about coming home, but decided to stay to show his support for his friends. He remains in Kyiv and is now hosting podcasts. One is the popular Ukraine Calling.
Good day, everyone. This is Brian Bonner, host of Hromadske Radio's Ukraine Calling, with another exciting episode. I'm very glad to have this week Andrei Prima. He is a very interesting Ukrainian-American, co-founder and chairman, I guess, of Ukraine Business News.
It's only once a week, but I'm having a blast. I still know a lot of people. I'm interviewing a lot of newsmakers. It's all up on YouTube. It's all up on the website. It's up on all the podcasts where you get your podcasts, and it's a start, and it's a good platform. I'm a little it's a transition. I'm definitely a newspaper guy, Tom, not a TV guy like you.
The other podcast is Two Grumpy Old Men on Ukraine, which he co-hosts. Bonner says while Congress was fighting over sending more aid to Ukraine over the last 6 months, Ukrainian fighters did lose ground to the Russians. He says there was great relief to see the aid package finally approved because a Russian victory would be brutal.
What don't we in South Dakota really know about the Russians? You've lived over there. You covered Russia for many years as a newspaper reporter. What don't we understand about Russia?
Well, we're still not there in terms of waking up to the threat of Russia. Russia is a very dangerous foe. It's now a militarized economy. It is now an economy that's xenophobic. It's now an economy that preaches hate, preaches killing, destroying the West, killing Ukrainians. America is the enemy.
Bonner believes if America gives Ukraine the support it needs, it can fend off the Russians. Anything less than that, and he believes Putin will keep going, invading and killing until the Soviet Union is reformed under his control.
It's just not right, and we have to stand up to this or we're going to have more of it.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Tom Hansen.
Bonner says he will eventually move back home, but it's hard to leave when his friends and adopted country are in battle for survival. Bonner plans to write a book about the story of Ukraine and his time at the Kyiv Post.